one thing is sure, if all the whole political parties in Nigeria, like PDP, all of them defect to APC, the voting in 2027 is going to be Nigerian against APC. So I believe people are going to vote their mind. So if they like, let the whole political party differ from PDP to APC, they are going to see surprise in 2027 by special grace of God, because everybody is angry, everybody is hungry. There is no pretense about it. At least we should say the fact.
Nothing to show about Tinubu. Tinubu will call himself Yoruba. No matter anything you call yourself, either you be Hausa, you be Igbo, or you be Yoruba. They are self-centered. A prayer for Nigeria is that God will elect a good government for us. Now, but our people, they never learn. No. If they are still giving them 2,000 or 1,000, they will still kill on the inside son. They will never pay their...
Tinubu, 2 years in office is very hard to a lot of people in Nigeria. But when Jonathan is there, everything is going smoothly. Everybody have money to eat, to do some other things. But time of Tinubu is very tight for everybody. There is no easy for everybody to have his to eat, transport, fuel scarcity, something like that. But time they are at their own regime. But Tinubu, they are putting people out not to protest. But their own time, their own regime, they are blocking people to protest. And what they are doing for masses is not okay. That 2027, it will be hard. It will be hard. It will be Tinubu with masses of Nigeria.
If you understand the dynamics of politics, you will understand what is happening in our political landscape. You will get to know that your president Bola Ahmed Tinubu is scared of his re-election in 2027. You will get to know that your president Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not sure of his re-election. He knows that the people do not want him. He knows that he has not done enough to be re-elected by the people. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is aware that if election is conducted in a true, fair, transparent and a credible manner, he will not even see third position. He knows he is the least credible and reliable president to be elected by the people. Just a few days ago, APC had a summit where all the APC senators came together and they endorsed the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We're talking about a president that is just 2 years in office. We have 2 years left to the next election. 2 years left for the next election, and they are making him the sole candidate of the All Progressive Congress. We definitely know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be the flag bearer in the next election. But endorsing him and making him the sole candidate for the 2027 election in 2025 smacks of desperation. Everything is not going on well with your president. If you understand politics, you will know that all of this is reverse psychology. What Bola Ahmed Tinubu has going for him is the power of incumbency. And that power of incumbency gives him access to the nation's resources. It gives him access to all the instruments of state. And he's trying to use that to play on the psychology of Nigerians. That is the reason why you're seeing this wave of defection all over the country. Politicians who are not even sure of their re-election. Politicians who were voted in by the people defecting into APC to endorse Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We're talking about National Assembly members, House of Assembly members, governors, that some of them rigged their election to be where they are today. Assuring the president who did not win the last election, a president that came into power through grab it and run it, that he's going to win the 2027 presidential election. In what ways and means will Bola Ahmed Tinubu win the 2027 election? 2027 presidential election is going to be Nigerians against the politician. And it is very easy now because most of the politicians that Nigerians want to vote at are all going to APC. This will be very easy for Nigerians to vote at the people they don't want when they are in APC. I am so confident of Nigerians voting against these politicians going to APC because they showed that in 2023 they don't want APC. Nigerians came out in their numbers. They vehemently rejected APC. If not because of the corruption in our political landscape, would have been singing a new song today. The same anger that Nigerians had in 2023 has been highly rekindled by Bola Ahmed Tinubu bad administration. Nigerians went to the poll in 2023 having in mind what President Muhammadu Buhari did to them after 8 years in office. President Muhammadu Buhari wasted the time of Nigerians. He made everything worse. Nigerians went to that poll determined to vote at APC. determined to entrench a new government, but unfortunately it did not work out. Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into office, and ever since he came into office, everything has gone downhill. Price of commodity has skyrocketed, inflation has soared high, the purchasing power of the people has been greatly reduced, the quality of life of Nigerians has been affected, insecurity has worsened. So the anger that Nigerians had in 2023 has more than tripled, and they are taking that anger against Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. The same way Nigerians vehemently rejected Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 is the same way they will reject him in 2027. Maybe most of you have forgotten what happened in the 2023 general election. Most career politicians were not returned in their elective offices. They were not voted in by Nigerians. Nigerians retired a lot of old politicians. Before now, it was easy for governors to secure elective position in the National Assembly. Do you know how many governors that were not re-elected into National Assembly after serving 8 years in their state? To mention but a few are Ben Ayade of Cross River State, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State, Okezi Ikpeazu of Abia State, Samuel Otum of Benue State, Simon Lalong, the former governor of Plateau State, who was Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaign DG, was not elected as a senator. He has to secure that through the back door in court. Is it the almighty Chimaroke that was not returned as a senator? Or is it Philip Aduda, who has been a senator of FCT for 20 years, but Nigerians decided to retire him in 2023? Of course, the biggest of them all, the presidential election. You saw what happened in that election. You saw what Mr. P2B did. A man that left PDP and joined the Labour Party in 6 months. He was able to galvanize millions of Nigerians from across the globe. He was able to energize Nigerians. Nigerians came out and supported a man with their own resources. The excitement in that 2023 election was not only evident in the voting. It started from INEC PVC registration. You saw how Nigerians went from every nook and cranny of the country, encouraging people to register for their PVC. You saw how they encouraged people to go and collect their PVC. There was massive sensitization regarding that election. Of course, I will not forget how Nigerians put their resources together to pay the transportation of students to go home and vote. All of these were evidence that Nigerians wanted to retire these old politicians. This was born out of frustration. This was born out of years of neglect. This was born out of years of bad administration. Now, coupled with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whom Nigerians did not vote for, coming into office, and in just 2 years, he has made everything worse. I can tell you for a real fact, the anger that Nigerians has against Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be more than what was experienced in the 2023 presidential election. In 2023, some Nigerians were not really unsure about not voting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu due to the fact that he was a former governor of Lagos State. I mean, some of them believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did exceedingly well in Lagos State. They also believe that as a president, he is going to do exceedingly well as a president. But having been in office in 2 years, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown that he did nothing in Lagos State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown that he has nothing to offer Nigerians. So voting against Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 will be the easiest decision any Nigerians can make, because they've seen, experienced, and tested him, and they have known that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the worst thing that have ever happened in the leadership in this country. This wave of defection and endorsement you are seeing from left, right, center are all induced and sponsored. Yes, they are highly induced and sponsored to give the president hope, to give him confidence, to play a revised psychology in the minds of Nigerians to reconsider their plans against voting Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is a way of the presidency to prepare their rigging machine, to let Nigerians know that, see, your governors are supporting the president. Therefore, if the result comes out and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is announced as the president, you will not be shocked about the result, because you were shocked in 2023, because you wanted to protest in 2023, because you did not accept the result in 2023. In 2027, you should not be shocked. You should not protest. You should accept the result, because your governors are endorsing him. Your senators are endorsing him. But you should understand that your senators, your governors, your House of Rep members, they will not determine the fate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will be the one to determine the fate of your senators, your House of Rep members, your governors, and the fate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Their fate lies in your palms, and you should use it judiciously. And how do you use it? You should ask yourself a very important question. How has Bola Ahmed Tinubu fared in the last 2 years, in the last 4 years? How has he been able to deliver on promises, dividends of democracy? How has Bola Ahmed Tinubu been able to fix the security in this country? How has Bola Ahmed Tinubu been able to reduce unemployment and poverty in Nigeria? How has the president been able to scale up food production? How has the president been able to reduce inflation? How about the quality of life of Nigerians? Are Nigerians better off than when Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in? If the answers to all of your questions is no, of which you know that all of the answers are no, then you know what to do. Vote them out. You don't reinforce failure. You have to hold grudges against people that are destroying your life. You have to hold grudges against political parties, against presidential candidates, against politicians that have not done anything meaningful for you. 2027 is your time for you to hold grudges and show them that you determine whether they will be in office or not. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.